It's your boy James with the Stop Being Dirty, Stop Eating Dirty, Stop Forgetting that reset button, that beautiful reset button that you could just hit when you wake up and you want to be a better you want to be a changed you want to start prospering and striving towards positivity and the goals you set for yourself. Mind you, I know we made it clear here, don't ever stop setting goals for yourself. But I just want to let y'all know, don't let today's sorrows ruin tomorrow's happiness. At the end of the day, you can wake up in the morning, what's done is done, regardless of what it may be a better you. Not every L you take has to be a loss. It could be a lesson. So at the Jazz the Rapper! Oh my, Jazz, you look good. Damn, Jazz, you look good in that denim. You got the denim jacket on with the thing. Vixxen, y'all look like y'all shop together, but Jazz, just something about Jazz, I was like, come here, Sugarfoot. Salute to Jazz, salute to Vixxen, two beautiful women in this game. Gotta love the ladies. Salute to all the female battle rappers in battle rap doing their thing. It's not easy for women in this world, especially in battle rap and male-dominant situations and things like that. So to be able to prosper and be as fire as these two here, I mean, let's be honest here. We could debate Jazz being better than a lot of guys. Vixxen as well. Jazz is the top of the food chain. I said it already. She's the final stage. Y'all coming at me like, what are you talking about, Jazz? What are you talking about? What are y'all talking about? This was the most talked about female in battle rap, and she wasn't even battling for like 7 years. That holds weight. That's Murder Mook level. That's Loda Lux level. If Jazz isn't the Murder Mook / Loda Lux of the females, who is? There's a few other up there. I'm just saying, we in 40 bars, Miss. I get it, but let's keep it real here. This is that Vixxen's cooking all her battles, building her name up, showing everyone how she's fired, how she belongs here. Then look who she ends up wanting to call out down the line. You got to see this is the person. So Jazz is that battle. Vixxen absolutely deserves this battle. Let's get to this battle. Round one. All right, let's just. I want to do this one a little differently. When you say there's levels to this, like Jazz showed elite level crowd control performance bars. This might go down as one of the best Jazzes ever. Like the way she was in control this battle, the way she was just covering all bases on the stage with the bars, with the crowd, with the performing. It was a beautiful sight to see. Jazz was in her bag, in her element, never seen her so comfortable. Now, Vixxen, on the other hand, I feel like, so the round one, I feel like it was the closest round. I feel like this is the round that people might debate. As far as this round goes, I feel like Jazz is getting better throughout the rounds. Her second round was probably the round of the night between everybody. Nobody was beating that. Her round one, she did a thing. She's cooking. And I want to speak more on the Vix. I feel like Vixxen, her issue all battle was, you can tell when you're a rapper that writes for crowd reaction. I remember coming up in a game, I used to have this issue where people would make fun of my voice, right? They would be like, I'll be like how my voice would crack or whatever they were saying. Well, maybe what I took from it was different, but it applies to this. It's like when I'm writing, it's like I'm rapping like this and I'm rapping like this and the last bar's coming, I'm rapping like this. And if it falls flat, it looks even flatter than the way it fell because I'm over here like, and I feel like when you write for reaction, that is what happens. On top of that, when you write for reaction, you're not getting the rightful reaction from the writing for reaction, you look uncomfortable. Vixxen is like a heat-up battler, has to get into her bag and form this alliance with the crowd. She didn't get it with Miss Hustle. She didn't get it with Jazz. It's both mistakes she made in both battles. You have to write for your opponent, for that camera. I'm not saying don't build up certain lines, but she has kind of like the same cadence throughout the whole battle too. It's like, Jazz is like all over with it. She's personality with it. She's joking with it. She's swagging with it. She's sexy bars with it, like the smack bar. And she's doing it all. Excuse me. What you call it? So round one, I think they both had a good first round. I think Vixen, this was her most comfortable round because the 2 and 3, it just looked like she was defeated. It looked like she gave up on herself, but she's saying something because I'm listening. It's like the Murder Mook and Geechee. Like, I'm listening to what she's saying. She got bars, and even Jazz is showing love when crowd isn't showing no love. But you got to fight through that. You got to do you and understand that there's way more people watching at home. I don't know if it's as much as the app is saying, but it's definitely a lot. At the end of the day, though, I have Jazz the Rapper with Battler of the Night. I have Jazz the Rapper with second round being round of the night. That no one was beating that second. It just was not happening. She shook the room with the smack bar. And then Vixen goes, and it was like, again, it's like she's already trying to get the crowd to rock with her to begin with, let alone trying to take the crowd from her, from Jazz. So it was really a tough one for Vixen. But at the end of the day, I think Jazz is just a better performer, rapper tonight. See, a lot of times I'm trying to give y'all the clear insight on what's going on, like I did with the Geechee Mook blog. I'm like, yeah, the crowd was over hyping Mook and they were under hyping Geechee. But it don't change the fact that Mook was better than Geechee. The crowd is no hype for Vixen and over hype for Jazz, but it don't change the fact that Jazz was better than Vixen. Got Jazz taking this battle. This can be debated as a 30. Let's just be real here. And I wasn't expecting it to look so gapped because Vixen is fire. It's like sometimes when you go against these super vets who just know the stages, the pressure, it's like you go against certain, like I said, these end game battlers, they have this swagger to them. They have this aura to them where they know, it's like, I just got to do me. But you got to do you, do me, and love. You got to build everything up in this round right now for you to try to take fans away from me because I am so solidified. This is how it looked. I'm not surprised as Jazz getting that kind of love. She is loved, you know what I'm saying? This is like, Jazz's face is everywhere. She's been talked about in every bar. She's relevant. She's at every event. And she's been out here doing her thing. I just want to, show her this type of love because I feel like there was a lot of slack on her over time where, everyone's like, oh, well, you don't even rap anymore. You're not even in the mix. And Then she comes back in the mix. She take all this break off and she right back on top where, you know what I'm saying? So I think shit like that's kind of fire. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. As far as what happens here, I mean, we got to get Vixen an official. That has to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes sense. And to be honest with you, I think Jazz needs to go and rap against a dude. I just think she's she could hold her own with the fellas the way she be doing, and I feel like she should. I think Jazz and Charlie Clips should go down. You know what I'm saying? I think she threw a couple shots that way, hinted towards it. So I think it'll be a dope battle for Jazz. Who would y'all want to see Jazz go against next? Who would you want to see Vixen go against next? Do you like are you able to decipher crowd reaction? Because I can, because being such a mediocre battler, I had a scratch and crawl when I came in the game. I wasn't used to those big reactions. I'm coming up with show off and them, and they're getting crazy reactions. And I really had a scratch and claw through a good portion of my career. I said that to say this: I'm able to decipher the crowd because I'll be like, yo, they're gassing this guy. They're just not showing me no love, but I know I'm fire, so I'm gonna keep on doing my thing. That's how I looked at it. That's how that's the advice I would give Vixen and anyone else that feels like the crowd is against them. Just stay with your mind focused, get through your round, and understand that if you are cooking the way you believe you're cooking, you'll be able to switch the mentality of people thinking you're losing to people starting to give you the win and saying that you were just getting hated on. So just play your cards right. Don't look into the crowd so much and just do you. At the end of the day, Vixen careers goes on. Jazz career goes on. Dope battle. I got Jazz getting this one clearly. Salute to her. Hit that link in the description for my Twitter, my Instagram. Subscribe to the channel. Without making change, nothing changes. Hit that reset button if necessary. Life gets tough sometimes, but if you're blessed enough to wake up another day and have life and air in your lungs, you can hit that reset button, start over, and do something better with yourself. Make up for yesterday. Don't dwell on it, though. Being dirty.